Oi. What's going on, people? How's everyone doing? Can we reach top live today? Can we reach top live? Do you trade cryptos more or forex? Always forex, bro. All right, top live. There we go. All right. So what a day it's been. What a Monday it's been. What time is it back in the UK now? Let's have a look. So London, it is 4:47. I'm great, thank you. I'm great. So key levels coming in good. All right. So basically, this morning, I did put out a general and very simplistic post about the gold analysis. Actually, let's just zoom in. I believe was it a daily or was it a 4 hour? I can't even remember. A lot has happened today, but anyway, as you can see here, nice swift reversal on gold. I'm actually caught that relatively early. I am looking for, as I just mentioned, it is 5 p.m. nearly back in the UK, so we do have around 5 hours of the Monday left until daily closure. So it'll be interesting to see how this daily actually closes. We are above the MAs, we are above various zones. Again, when I run over charts, I don't actually give everything away. There's a lot more going on that, I break it down as simplistically as possible, but there's a lot more going on that actually meets the eye. So with that being said, I am looking for higher pricing on gold. There's 1 hour, 11 minutes left on this 4 hour candle, the 4 hour bar. We've come into a very specific region where I've just took profit at 1244. And I'm looking to go higher, maybe 1250s and beyond. But you know what? I'll cross that bridge tomorrow. I am going to now wait until daily closure. So I only took around 47 or 48 pips from this trade in particular, but I'm not just going to rush in now just because I believe it's going to go higher. I'm actually going to wait for the daily close, have a sleep, come back early hours of the morning perhaps to look at this one. GBP AUD. I'm just going to read some of the comments here. Alright, so GBP AUD right now, we had a 4 hour spike. It was filled. I did put it on my story. GBP AUD filled what? Again, I'll keep that to myself, but we had a nice fill out here, and now what we can actually see is prices moving. The time frames are in synchronization, more or less. So I'm looking for GA to come firstly to 1.7500. And then if we zoom out a little bit, we do have room all the way back down to 7430, maybe even 7400 there as well. So I've got my position running on GA at the moment. And I've more or less just cut up the risk a little bit on this one. I've risked all of what I've just made on gold because I'm so confident in this trade. And if we do actually break 7.5, I'm actually willing to hold this pair out, maybe even scale in on the way down and so on, depending on how PA plays out. So currently over here in Thailand, it's 10 to 12 p.m. I will probably set an alarm in about 3 or 4 hours just to check on that daily closure for GA in synchronization with the London session back in the UK. And so on and so forth. So at the moment, I am just coming into profit on GA now. I'm expecting 100 to 150 pips on this one. And this could do it. I'll be surprised if we don't hit 7,500 in the next 4 or 5 hours, to be honest. I'll be very, very surprised. I hope everyone's doing well. Anyway, I'm just going to read some of these comments. I've got people asking me about that DMT post I just put up there. I am in the hills, and I did bring some DMT to Thailand with me, and I've just remembered yesterday, so I decided to roll one up and smoke some DMT. DMT is not weed, by the way. DMT is not weed, for those asking. I don't really smoke too much, to be honest. So, just reading through some of the comments, people asking about other currency pairs. I did mention this the other day on live, just so you can more or less expect, so you know what to expect from me, is Euro USD. I've stopped really fucking about with that, to be honest. Maybe in January, when I come back to the Everything Effects website, I will perhaps maybe start to trade that again. I'll be for sure analyzing it, but for me right now, in the last 6 to 8 weeks or so, it's only been gold and GBP AUD. Now, GBP AUD, gold, more my preference, to be honest. Gold trades, I'm looking at maybe anywhere in between 30 to 70 to 100 pips. I only really closed out gold then because number one, it fulfilled one of my first targets. I did have an extended target to 12 to 12.50, but because this GBP AUD, I'm quite confident on this. It's giving me like 3 different entries at the moment, and the risk reward on GBP AUD is pretty substantial, to be honest. And yeah, Barrett, GBP pairs will melt, bro, till the end of the year. Yes, I fully believe that. So most of the shorts on the pound pairs are quite straightforward, to be honest. Quite straightforward. Just have to wait for that pinpoint accuracy. So if I have a scope on this pair, because it moves so fast, of 100 to 150 pips, as I say, once it does break that 7,500 barrier, let's see if it can retest that. I will go in another position, bring my first position stop past the entry, and then just wait until maybe Wednesday. It could fulfill it even by tomorrow, 100 to 150 pips. Then people asking about XRP. Listen, I've got XRP. I can hold it for 3-4 years. I don't day trade cryptos at all. That's not me or my speciality. If I hold something, I'm not just going to keep taking the coins out, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. I'll hold it for the long run. I'm not desperate for it any way, shape or form, but I do know it does have high hopes going forward. So please, I'm not going to cover XRP. That's Tori's job. Head over to Cryptonary for that information and all the fundamentals behind XRP and so on. So Bitcoin, again, same thing. A lot of new followers and so on in the most recent days, actually, since my last Instagram live, and coming back to Instagram in the last 2 weeks or so. So hello to you guys as well. Brandon Carter, how you doing, mate? Hope you are good. Heading back to London in about 4 days or so. Ready for a busy January. So the mangoes are in the fridge, bro. The mangoes are in the fridge. Take profit on GBP AUD. I am personally looking at 1.7410. And you know what? I didn't post on Instagram for quite a while. It was 6 weeks or so. And you know what? I actually enjoy just putting the charts up there. If you are new to Forex or new to my profile in general, I've already stated that I'm not going to just put the chart up and go in like super detail and super depth, because I don't feel a need to. I'm not trying to, gain anything from it. I do it casually as my day goes along. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up as to what I may see. Some calls may be absolutely terrible. Some may go to the projected targets or whatever. And again, I wouldn't just rely on that. I would not just rely on this GBP AUD analysis for you to go in now and press start, and many of you have done. But it's one of those things where it's all just a learning curve and a journey. So yeah, just enjoy it while you can. But for me, I quite enjoy it because it's kind of like my mini journal in a way. So I do try to wait a little bit longer, because I know I'm putting it out there to the world, and I do want some of the best quality trades and best quality pieces of analysis on my Instagram. So that's my mini trading journal, because I don't really journal every single one of my trades. I don't really have time for that anymore. I've got to a point where wherever I go, wherever I travel, I'll set alarms for the different time zones and stuff, but I just like to put all of my energy into just one position. I would look at, let's say, gold's hits target, then I'd also have my eye on GBP AUD. If I see a larger risk reward on another trade and I'm in profit in one trade, and again, I have to keep an eye, if it's struggling at one level, do we spot a certain reversals, momentum dying out, are we switching time zones, is it the weekend? There's so many different factors you have to transmute through your brain that number one, it's not for everybody, and you have to be sharp. You have to be very, very sharp when you are, in that zone. And especially when so many thousands of people are watching you and maybe taking that trade and maybe going against you and whatever it may be, you have to be quite confident as well. So for me, it's always like trying to hit the next mental level in my psychology. Trying to hit the next level in my psychology. So what I've also been keeping an eye on is actually US oil. I've been doing a few small trades on it here and there. Oil is something that I am no expert in whatsoever, but I just feel like a new challenge, to be honest. I really do feel like a new challenge. So if we just have a look over here, let's check out gold at the moment. Gold is currently in momentum, intraday momentum from the recent lows that we put in. So if I just stack the two charts together, we've got the 4 hour here on the right hand side. We have the other chart here on the left. We spiked bang on. If I put the crosshair over, the high was 1244.05. 1244.05. Now, as you can see, pin that spike back, but the momentum is still to the upside at the moment, and there's various things on the various factors on the 4 hourly telling me that there is no sign of reversal as of yet, and on the smaller time frame too. So I think what many people, again, I don't just go into all of this bullshit about. I have in the past all this Instagram conflict that goes on, all this, all that, all this, all that. Just fuck all that. I got to a point where I just went offline. I came back. I said, you know what? I can't be arsed with all that energy. I really can't be arsed with this, that, this, that, this, that. Look who's living, look who isn't, and look who can actually sustain trading whilst moving all around the world at the same time. Because that's something that it took me so long to actually achieve. Trading on the go with the stresses, actually enjoying life as well as trading to a high potential and a high standard. You can trade to a high potential and high standard. A lot of people who do, from some of my experiences, are actually just like living miserably as fuck. They don't really do too much with their life, and the overall focus is just like money driven rather than purpose driven, and actually enjoying the fruits of the labor, enjoying the efforts of why people actually want to trade is because they want to escape, or they want to actually get real experience, which is out here, traveling all around the world and so forth. So actually bringing that balance into play is something that takes a long time, but it's worthy. Moral of the story is fuck all the bullshit online, because most of them haven't got shit. They haven't got balls to actually go out and live their life. And always focus on your own lane, find your own edge. You can take many elements from different people's, whether it be courses, books, strategies, this, that. But the only real way to actually find yourself in the markets and actually find yourself to be happy in life is to go out there, take risks, do your thing, keep your eyes on your lane only and in particular, and yeah, just live fucking freely. So that's currently what I'm doing right now. It's been a mad year. I'm really grateful for this year actually, because it's opened my eyes to many different things. I haven't been in an office for quite a while. I'm sometimes in my own office here and there, but not too much. So from January onwards, once I put it out there as well, we did put up a few positions that we're looking for, starting in Mayfair in London. And we've had probably around 300 to 400 applications online through AstroFX website, through the Cryptonote website, and so on. And we are closing in only a small percentage of people that have actually applied, because it's actually mad, because people apply and anyway, I'm not going to go into details, but wow, human psychology, man. Human psychology. Bottom line is, this year's been a madness. From January onwards, we're going to get back into the routines of like 6 a.m. wake-ups in the morning, go into the office, grinding all day, building, really putting all of the energy and focus into the trading element of things, bringing new content to the table, just a whole new spectrum, and a whole new world is going to open January onwards. And for those people who are very serious, we've got 2 days left, some of my note, 2 days, 48 hours to actually show us what you can bring to the table to work alongside us on many of our projects. And I'm going to be personally looking for, maybe in the spring or summer, maybe a handful of people I can really try to help on a daily basis and mentor to a full potential to actually work alongside me with one of my new ventures that I'm opening up into the summer period, which is, it's like a private equity, private capital management scheme slash, it's all under my name, and there's going to be capital available for people to actually trade, etc. But again, I just need to see some work ethic. I want to see some trading journals, maybe some results from people who you know, may think they have what it takes, and then I'm going to be there in the office, just talking to people, interviewing people to see where we can actually go from there and actually build a solid network. I do have around 3 people at the moment who I know on a personal level, but I'm opening up to people more or less on social media, and I think the guys are opening up to like recruitment regions in London. And maybe even LinkedIn as well. So last 48 hours is the last chance for people to actually apply from social media, and I think the forms are going to come down after that, because yeah, we've had a lot of inquiries, but there's only a small percentage of people who you can just tell who's who, basically. You can just tell who's who. So 48 hours for that. What else is going on out here? Just smoked some DMT. It was great. It's been a while. Private broker, no, not really private broker, just private management, capital funds, building, properties. I need some property guys, I need some trading guys to make my life easier, and I need some more excitement. I need some new ventures, new excitement, and so on. Anyway, a lot of new people I see on this feed. I can't really go into too much detail about these charts, to be honest, because I'm only looking at 2. I'm not going to go into oil as well. I don't really want to encourage people to go and place any oil trades, to be honest. Everything Affects, I'm going to be back in January, full time, as I've just mentioned, office grind. It's going to be quite hard as well, going back into the office mode and being in the UK for a good at least 6 months. I don't plan to do any traveling for at least 6 months. But then we'll have a nice little blowout afterwards. But there's so much that can be done in that 6-month period from an entire team who's dedicated and who can bring value to the table. And we can learn off each other as well. I'm open to learning off some people for the team, mainly London-based, to be honest. It's quite hard and quite difficult to find people with real work ethic and real drive. No one's really got too much drive. I think a lot of people who have actually applied are the type to be just satisfied with a basic mundane, go in, do bare minimum, come back out. By the sounds of some applications, again, I'm not going to disclose any information or anything like that, but you can just tell that, you know, people just want to coast, and by the sounds of things, we're looking for people to work with like on a 50-50 basis, bring value to each other. But a lot of people who have put inquiries forward, it just seems that we're going to be doing too much for them, if that makes sense. And then there's always that liability aspect that can come into that. You give somebody too much, they can get comfortable, and it's a whole different kettle of fish. But let me read some of these comments. Come to Mexico, come to Miami. Brandon Carter. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to bed, but let's just look at this chart once more. So GA, a little bit of a struggle over here at the moment. We can pop up to retest 7580 before coming lower. If we do just blow out the top and our 4 hour, there's 55 minutes left on this 4 hour candle right here. We need to hold it down below the psychological level of 1.7600. Simple terms. Again, I'm keeping it very, very simple for people. You can put 2 and 2 together, add your own prospects to this chart. And guys, 12 o'clock at night, I've had a hectic 2 weeks. I'm so tired, so I may even check in tomorrow. Gold bars. Let gold bars do his thing. Everybody, you know what I've noticed is everybody wants to be included and stay relevant in life.
I was listening to the Nas album the other day for like the 17th time, and one of his bars was like, inclusion is a hell of a drug. And even stepping back off social media, wow, it just gives you a fresh perspective. It's just a load of bullshit put together of people's emotions and pain that doesn't make any sense whatsoever in the real world. And everyone wants just to be included for this 5 seconds of fucking commenting and somebody, fuck me. Anyway, Boston. Good old Boston. Right, top live. We did it again. We did it again. We did it again. I'm not even talking about anybody with the inclusion, by the way. I'm just not talking about nobody. Nobody. I'm done. I'm done. Any negative comments on any of my posts, you're just going to get a love heart back. I've made a plea to myself. We had a lot of fun, especially with that billionaire FX guy. That was some funny shit. That was great. Any other shit goes down, I have no time for it. You get a love heart, you get a hug perhaps, and yeah, I'm not even just going to talk about things that come and blah blah blah, this, that, just whatever. What the fuck ever. Looks like I cried. I didn't cry actually. I haven't cried for a long time. Gold might make me cry tomorrow if it carries on going up with me not in the trade. So, chairmans. I'm gonna go to bed, guys. We'll check back in. There's a lot of new people I haven't actually seen before on this feed, but I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, London office in January. Lots of change coming. All right, so wow. Okay. Yeah, I bought this chain today. Wherever I go in the world, if I see like 24 karat gold or 20 karat gold, I have to just buy an item, and it just gives me the memory, and I just stack it up. The last memory was India and Dubai. But gold actually paid for this today, the gold trade. But I'm not going to jinx myself in case I lose tomorrow on GA. I'm not going to jinx myself. I'm not going to be Mr. Big Balls today, is what it is. What other advice can I just quickly give anybody who wants to like travel and trade and shit like that? I think it's the overall dream for people is to travel and trade and all of this crap. It takes fucking stress, balls. You're going to go through so many different SIM cards away, which is a bit of a nightmare. The thing is, when you travel and trade, the way I do it is that wherever we go, I will be openly spending for the experience, right? I think when you actually let go of the, how can I call it? The fear, number one, that stops you from fully expressing and fully enjoying certain things in life and doing, or even just eating out at a nice restaurant, even having a few drinks, or feeling bad for not going on that quad bike ride today, or feeling bad for not enjoying that Airbnb. I'm in an Airbnb right now, fucking rented Airbnb. Why? Because these memories are amazing, because they just build up. If I look back through this year, if I ever have a hard week or have a few bad trades, I go through my memory, I think of where I stayed here, what I did this time, and it instantly gives me the motivation to pull myself back out of a bad slump, or if I feel bad, or if I lose a little bit of confidence, because it's going to happen to the best of people. All of the great memories is, to be honest, I've got the fucking cars at home, I've got a McLaren at home, I don't even look at that. I look at the memories of traveling and the experiences and just taking that leap. So any bad times or any bad week in the market or a few days in the market, I want to get right back up again, because I know that this is stuff, these experiences, money can't really buy that. And when I say money can't really buy that, I'm talking of the actual freedom, because a lot of people like to spend the money and make the money on the trades, but they don't actually go ahead and truly live it out. So If, for instance, GBP AUD hits stop now, I'll probably wait a good 24 hours. I'll go out, have some fun, come back, get in my zone before reanalyzing the markets. To be honest, when you're on the go and you're actually living your life and enjoying, instead of being stuck and glued to the laptop all of the time, you can actually say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to come back later on to see if there's a setup, rather than being at home, cabbaged in your bedroom or cabbaged in an office scenario, and constantly over trading. Because you're looking out the window, it's raining back home in London. You're like, fuck it, there's nothing else to do today. I can't really serve any purpose here. I'm not really living. And you're constantly over trading. You're going in this cycle, and you look 6 months down the line, and all you've done is just rumble on and on and on, back and forth, and you haven't really got anywhere. I did that for many, many years. And it's only really once I started to express actually living life that trading followed that. So I'm going to leave you guys with GA. Zoots and trading. Leave you guys with GA. My brain is on about 22%. My phone's on 18%. I'll check in with more brain power, and we can talk some better topics than today. So anyway, guys, see you later. If you have to ask me for a stop loss, sir, I see you. Yeah, never give up. Marry the currencies. Marry the currencies only, marry the charts. All right, I'm gonna check out Barrett. Have a good day, mate. See you later. Pray for GA's downfall.